In My Heart Lives a Hebrew Woman, a journey through love, identity, and religious conflict. In one of the alleys of Old Tunis, Nada walked hesitantly, her eyes carrying a deep, undefined worry. She had grown up in a strange household of opposites, a Muslim father and a Jewish mother. Every morning she awoke to Quranic prayers and whispers from the Torah. Between the two, she searched for her true self. She didn't know which path to take or which identity to believe in. Then, one day, Ahmed entered her life, wounded, bleeding, knocking on her door, seeking help. She didn't ask him about his religion or origin. She simply saw a human in need. She reached out, let him in, and as his injured body crossed her threshold, so did his love enter her heart. He was a young Lebanese man who carried his cause in his chest more than a heart in his ribs. With time, his wounds healed, and her heart became increasingly entangled in his presence. But she knew this love was impossible. Every glance toward him screamed of sin in the eyes of her community. Every word of love felt like a betrayal of her faith and traditions. Rima was her only friend, a Muslim girl adopted by a Jewish man who lived in Nada's house and shared her secrets and dreams. Rima was a living contradiction to all the contradictions surrounding Nada, yet she was also a spiritual refuge. When Nada doubted everything, Rima believed in a God who made no distinction among people. Her presence soothed Nada's fears, but the journey was not kind. One day, Rima died. That pure soul vanished from Nada's world. Her balance shattered, and her trust in everything faltered. She prayed endlessly, cried even more. But one question haunted her. Why does someone as good as Rima die, while she remains torn between two religions she doesn't truly belong to? Then came the disappearance. Ahmed vanished without a trace. No matter how much she asked, silence answered her. She felt betrayed by life itself. Trying to move forward, she agreed to marry Hassan, Ahmed's friend who had stood by her when her world collapsed. She didn't love him, but wanted to start anew. Then, suddenly, months into her marriage, Ahmed returned, but with a strange face. The same body, but with no memory. He didn't know her, didn't even know his own name. She stood before him, calling out with longing while he stared at her, as if she were a stranger. She didn't know whether to cry because he didn't recognize her, or rejoice because he was alive. But the story wasn't just about Nada and Ahmed. It was about the world around them, the eternal struggle between religions, the identity imposed upon us from childhood without our choosing, the love that blossoms in soil that forbids it, the faith that should guide rather than divide, and coexistence that becomes a necessity, not a choice. Nada became a symbol of a human lost in the labyrinth of the world, searching for a glimmer of light in the heart of darkness. When she found love, she also found herself. And when she lost it, she realized that love alone is not enough. But nothing matches its power to transform. She came to understand that religion should be a path to peace, not division, that differences should not be a reason for hostility, but an opportunity for understanding. And so, Nada continues on her journey, with a heart that knows love, a mind that knows pain, and a memory marked by destiny's scars. She learned that fate rarely gives us what we want, but always leaves an imprint, and that love, when it comes, doesn't ask about religion or homeland. It simply comes to rebuild what life has broken.